Call the meeting to order, December 3rd. Notice that this meeting has been duly advertised in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Law. Please be advised that this meeting is being audio recorded for possible later playback. Everyone, please rise for the flag.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Councilman Hicks. Here. Councilman Jackson.
Here.
Councilman Winkowski.
Here.
Councilman Morrissey.
Here.
Councilman Patton. Here. Council President Randolph Sharp. Here. Mayor Rich.
Here. All right, we'll do the administrative oath of office for police officers. You want something to hold for you? Okay. Raise your right hand and repeat after me, please. I state your name.
I, James Wells,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to support the Constitution
to support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
and that I bear true faith
and I bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the government established
and to the government established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in the state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
And I do further solemnly swear
And I do further solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of
all the duties of
police officer
police officer
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. I know we're running late, but if you guys want to take a couple of pictures before we start the meeting, we can do that.
I just want to take a chance there, Council, thank you again for your support, we appreciate that. You guys are always behind us and helping us stay updated with our staffing, our manpower, so it makes a big difference. It's ability for us to fulfill our mission. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
And I'd like to congratulate Officer Wells and Officer Ortiz for graduating from the academy tomorrow. It's a big task. 24 weeks now? 22 weeks of training. It's rigorous training, police academy training, physical fitness. They do defensive tactics and obviously all the academic, firearms training. They have to qualify, of course, fire, and also the people operations as well. So it's very extensive training. Unfortunately, not everybody makes it. Both these officers did. They're being congratulated for that. And we're happy to have them part of our organization. We know they're going to do a great job. We have a lot of confidence in both of you. So congratulations again and welcome to it. With that said, if you would like to take some pictures, more than welcome.
Congratulations again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Questions?
Thank you.
Yes.
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 All right, following reports have been filed and are available under respective offices for review and will be included in the minutes.
Thank you.
Members, Following items listed below are considered routine by Borough of Lindenwold and will be enacted upon one motion. There will be no formal discussion of these items. If discussion is desired, this item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately. Entertain a motion for resolution 25-181 through 25-188.
Make a motion for resolution consent agenda items 2025, 181 through 2025, 183.
And a second, please.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Hess? Yes. Councilman Kelsey?
Yes.
Councilman Jackson?
Yes.
Councilman Morrissey?
Yes.
Councilman Patton?
Yes, except 186, I will not vote no.
Councilman Randolph.
Yes.
Okay, I just have a over to council. Councilman Morrissey.
Thank you, Mayor. One thing I'd like to mention before I start the Fire Commission report, there's a community cleanup being sponsored by the South Jersey Lindenwold Trust this weekend on Saturday morning at Kirkwood Lake from 10 a.m. till noon. They've done several community cleanups within the borough, sometimes in sponsorship, co-sponsorship with other groups. This time I believe it's just by themselves, but any participation would be gratefully accepted to help. And it starts at 10 a.m. at the end of Pinelawn Avenue, off of Berlin Road, where Pinelawn Avenue dead ends, and then we walk into the woods from there to clean up around the lake. And I do have a copy of the information if anybody's interested. Okay, fire department report for the month. There are actually 2 meetings I'm reporting on: the regular meeting in November and the reorganization meeting, which was held last night. Their next meeting, the next regular meeting, which is their end of the year meeting, is Monday, December 22nd, 7:30 p.m. at 801 Scott Avenue, which is the 4th and Scott Firehouse. The reorganization meeting was held last night, December 2nd. The commissioners who were elected at the November general election were sworn in. Frank Wendell, who was reelected, and Paul Maurice, who was newly elected, both took the oath of office. The fire commissioners elected the following officers for this year for the commission raise: Tammy DeLuca as chairman, Frank Wendell as vice chairman, Frank DeLuca as treasurer, Paul Maurice as secretary. And the fire commission voted to advertise for all professional services for this year. Last month, the department responded to 76 calls, 35 inspections were completed, 17 re-inspections were completed. As far as the vehicles go, the engine is back in service. As of the last meeting, the Escort needed tires replaced, and the Squad needed a bumper replaced. New firehouse work is progressing on schedule. Plumbing work was in progress. They're working on the retention basin, on-site retention basin. They're expecting to be pouring the concrete slab if weather permitted. There are 2 smoke alarms installed, and just a reminder again, free smoke alarms are available for resident homeowners. Call the Fire Commission office at 856-346-0935 to make an appointment for installation. And it's free, there's no charge. Other items. Air pack testing is in progress, and they're investigating the possibility of switching the medical insurance provider to a less expensive provider, but they're just beginning to look at that process. As of November 1st, they started inspections for new houses and resales of properties which are formerly done by the borough. The 2024 audit was accepted by a vote of 4-1. And they received, as previously mentioned, they received a fire safety grant of $1,000. That's all I've got. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay, Councilman Hess.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to remind everyone of our parade, which is on Friday. Excuse me. Starting at Kings Row Apartments and going down Chiefs Landing, up Lake Boulevard, down the park. Yeah, park. I said it, not Lake Park. Sorry. That starts at 7, ends at the library at 7:30. And where we will visit with Santa and have some cookies and hot chocolate. We hope everyone comes out to visit. Maybe we'll have special visitor come by too. That's all that I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Sharp.
Good evening, everyone. I don't have a report from the Code Enforcement Office to read today, but I will follow up when I've already sent something out, and I'll read it in next month's reports. Just a few things. It's come to my attention that Cliff Mitchell, the former Towers property manager, has passed away on December the 2nd. There's a viewing at Wooster's on Sunday from 6 to 8 if you'd like to go out and pay your respects. He was a property manager for many years at Lindenwold Towers.
He was also a great volunteer too.
Yep, absolutely. Also, I wanted to bring up something that came to my attention. White Oak Baptist Church, which is located on Holland Avenue, it's been in our community since 1924, has taken on feeding our seniors for Thanksgiving, and they prepared over 100 meals on Thanksgiving Day, home-cooked meals, and I'll give you an idea what the menu was, because I have it here. It was turkey, stuffing, macaroni and cheese, string beans, sweet potatoes, rolls, water, and dessert. And if you've ever been to a Baptist church, then you know the food was delicious, because that's one thing they want to do is feed you well. But they do this, they've been doing this for a couple of years now, feeding the seniors. We've had some discussions in the back about Mayor and Council teaming up and doing something with them next year. So I just want to go on the record for thanking Pastor Cedric Holmes and the White Oak Church community for just blessing our seniors during a time when some seniors don't have anyone or aren't able to cook for themselves, or whatever the case may be. So I just want to go on the record for thanking them. Also, I wanted to bring to everyone's attention that the VOA, Volunteers of America, does an Adopt a Family every year. These are families and children that are in need of things that a parent may not be able to provide for Christmas. I have a family that I'm doing this year. We did a family last year. Right now, there are 96% of the families that have someone is sponsoring. There are still 33 families out there that don't have a sponsor for Christmas. Some of them are just one child only. Some of them are a couple of children. You don't have to get everything that's on the list. There is a want, and then there's a wish list as well. But if you have it in your budget and in your heart to help out, I encourage you to go on the Volunteers of America Adopt a Family website, pick a child, use the Bring the Gifts in, wrapped or unwrapped. There's a drop-off right in Collinswood. And a couple of months after you give the gifts, you'll get a cute little handwritten note from the family thanking you for thinking of them. So again, if it's in your budget and in your heart, Volunteers of America, adopt a child. You go on, you select the family, you print out the list, and it's that easy. So hopefully you'll be able to do that. And then keeping in line with this Real ID thing in the airport, because I work in part of my office has to do with the passports, we're always on the front lines of this thing. So February 2026, if you're flying domestically, which means within the United States, and you don't have a Real ID yet, do not panic. There's a $45 fee that you can pay at the airport and fill out a form that will allow you to fly without your Real ID. Now, this is not going to be always. I think you're trying to allow states like New Jersey and places like that that were behind the 8 ball with Real ID to catch up. So again, if you're flying out after February, and this only applies to 18 and older. If you're under 18, you do not need Real ID to fly. So if you're flying domestically after February 2026, you do not have to scramble around. You can pay the $45. You probably will need to bring a lot of things with you, i.e. your birth certificate, your social security card, things that prove your address, work IDs, whatever it is that you have. You can probably drag a whole bunch of forms with you over to that. And if that is something that you need to do, I can reach out to the TSA website, and they'll tell you exactly what you need to do to bring it to the airport. And I think that's it. Thank you.
Councilman Kukowski.
Yeah, thank you, Mary. Yeah, I also want to thank our council president and Dawn for the real ID thing we had the other day. It was real nice. Dawn made sure everybody got through real quick. I finally got my real ID. I've never had any time to take off work. I want to congratulate our new officers. You know, I've heard this Grinch is causing a lot of problems here on Linden Avenue. Maybe we'll be able to apprehend them by the parade. We'll see what happens. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you. Councilwoman, Patty.
Thank you, Mayor Callis, and over the past month, we conducted 5 reading sessions on the history of Lindenwold. I received 1 community member submission contributing to our efforts and 1 historic request from the neighbor. And we're continuing to invite neighbors to join our group. For the month of December, we are working on a special project with Love Lindenwold and the Shaler family. So please stay tuned for that update. And as a brief reminder, as we continue our historic and community-based work, there are new important standards and best practices enacted by the state that guide how local history is now collected, preserved, and shared. Anyone interested in contributing or going with the training when it's announced in the future is encouraged to stay informed about those upcoming training opportunities to help ensure that our efforts remain accurate, respectful, and properly documented. Tonight, just a reminder, the Washington Crossing and the Delaware and Battle of Trenton discussion is tonight at 7. And this Saturday at Peter Mott House in Bonsai, they are beginning an 8-month book club series titled Harriet Tubman, the Combahee River Raven, and Black Freedom during the Civil War. Like I said, that starts this Saturday at 10 a.m. That's it, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Jackson.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everyone. First thing, the Board of Commissioners caucus meeting. The Camden County Board of Commissioners hosts its monthly meetings at 520 Market Street, meeting room, 6th floor in Camden. These meetings are open to the public and allow the community members to stay up to date on county proceedings. The next caucus and monthly meetings will be Tuesday, December 9th, and Thursday, December 11th at 12 p.m. You can also watch these via Zoom. I have the link and information up here if anybody wants that. All my seniors here, the most wonderful time of the year, free senior prize bingo will be Thursday, December 18th from 11 to 2 p.m. at the Wayne Bryant Community Center. That's 323 East Charleston Avenue, Lawnside, New Jersey. Doors will open at 10:45 a.m. Please do not arrive before. There will be entertainment and lunch will be served. Bingo will begin approximately at 12. Seating is limited and is first come, first served. You have to register to attend bingo. It fills up fast, so if you're interested, again, I have a flyer up here. You can get the information. And last thing is the Camden County Board of Commissioners presents Holly Jolly Senior Dance. That will be Wednesday, December 17th, from 3:30 to 6 p.m. That's at the Donald E. Wilson Community Center, 425 Brook Avenue, Magnolia, New Jersey. That's all I have today.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. As Councilman, as Councilman Lankowski mentioned, on November 26th, we had the New Jersey Motor Vehicle Commission Mobile Unit event, and I can honestly say it was very successful. I had a lot of those that attended said that they really appreciated that a motor vehicle was brought here so that they didn't have to go to a motor vehicle. So with that in mind, we are looking to do another event, and we're actually looking to do a week-long event. So I'm just waiting to get confirmation of the date, and once that information is provided, you all will be notified, because we can put it on our website as well as do an email blast. I will tell you that once it went live, all of the slots were taken within a matter of hours on the first day. So people do look to attend these events, and it's open to everyone in the state of New Jersey. So they could be coming from all over to attend these events. So again, I thank those that were able to come, those that wanted to come, but the slots were filled, you will have another opportunity. So thank you. And I do thank Mayor and Council for allowing us to have the meeting here, because as you can see, we had the space in our parking lot as well as the indoor space for them. So thank you.
One thing Dawn was leaving out is that they were also able to assist people by printing things out for them here. So you didn't have to go back. Okay. Oh, you want to say something? Okay.
You always feel my favorite.
Okay.
Anyway, I just want to thank Ms. Thompson, because she went over and above for some of these seniors that came here who were missing things, missing documents. She had people emailing her, and so she could print them out for them. She went over and above to make sure that these seniors, and anybody who was missing something got taken care of. And one gentleman was here for almost 3.5 hours, but she helped him and she got it all done, and most people,
Would not have done that.
would not have done that, but, and they were most people were very gracious in allowing us to help them like that, so.
So stay tuned.
So stay tuned, yes. All right, and I just want to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everybody. So with that, I'm going to open the meeting to the public. Anyone from the public wishing to speak?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, Representative. Yes.
Yeah, but I'm not like that. So, but I'm dressed now. I'm not going to be dressed on the 17th. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
You're good. Good evening, guys. How are you? First of all, I'm going to thank all of you for taking time to serve. I was a councilwoman in the town I lived in prior to this, and I know what you guys have. I know what you have to do. So thank you, guys. I was a little shocked. The town that I came from had 3,000 residents. You guys had like 22,000. That's disappointing, but it's also difficult to make a 6 p.m. meeting when you work. I will start by saying my name is Jennifer DeMarco. I live at 311 Laurel Landing. I'm going to do my best to not get emotional, but it's when it involves you personally and your child, it becomes emotional. I bought my very good childhood friend's grandmother's house. She lived there since 1980, Dock on Creek, and it's on a dead-end street off of Lake Boulevard. There's 2 homes total on my street. You turn down, there's a rancher, you keep going, and there's my home. My house, part of my property, borders the public access. If you're facing my home, my front door, to the right is my driveway, to the left is the public access. The main reason why I bought my home was, 1, emotional ties, family. I've known that family for 38 years. But the other thing was the privacy of my home, a place that my child could fish and enjoy. I have a 20-year-old and a 15-year-old. I've been there 3 years. I haven't had any issues. I came home from work in the middle of June one day, and the entire left hand, so if you're facing my home, to the left is the public access, the whole left side was tore up. It looked like someone had went four-wheeling back there, like an excavator. I didn't know what happened, so I called the police, and they came out. And the officer took photos and filed a police report for property damage. And my neighbor came out and he said, wait a minute, it was the DPW, the Department of Public Works. And he said, they were out here and the cop said, let me see your camera, to confirm. I got in touch with the DPW, I spoke with the gentleman, and he said he was not out there personally, but they were returning the next day to finish the job. I told him that they were on my property, because I do have a fence that borders the entire public works. And I have a natural vegetation barrier, well I did, and they cut it all down. So now, the borough has now put out a law on that. My natural vegetation barrier was a way to keep an honest person out. You can walk into the public access and you can walk right into my yard. Straight from there, and it's completely clear. You can see my entire backyard now. I've had incidences of, I go down there and clean up a lot. Drugs, kids are going down there, and people are not utilizing that public access. You really can't, the water's so shallow, the lake's a mess. In the 3 years I lived there, that lake has deteriorated so bad in 3 years. It's disgusting, to be honest, but kids go down there to do drugs. And couple weeks ago, a man was walking down there, I was outside with my dog, and I said, "Sir, you can't be down there after dark." And he said, "What are you gonna do, call cops on me?" And I lied. I said, "No, sir," I said, "but they're patrolling heavily and I don't want you to get in trouble." And he walked away. Monday morning, my 15-year-old was asleep in his bed. I went out front to let my dog out. I have a 5-pound dog, so I don't go in the backyard because it's on the lake, it's dark. But we have fox, right? We all hear them. I went on my front lawn. I'm standing like this. My front door is to my back of me. My dog's right here going to the bathroom, and I hear rustling of leaves. I feed the deer. Like, I can literally hand feed deer. I'm expecting a deer to come up. The distance between me and this gentleman, a man came walking from my backyard. This man, look at this. He came right from my own backyard. I looked at him, he looked at me, and he went right around me, right down Laurel Landing up to Lake Boulevard. I took a picture of the back of him, and I called 911. He made a left on Lake Boulevard. The police came and they got him. The police then searched my property. My 15-year-old was asleep in his bed. I had to call my ex-husband and say, "Hurry up and come get Collins." He goes to Collins High School. He's going to be late now. I have to wake my kid. The police are here. And they did a search in my yard. The man tried to enter a structure that's feet from my son's bedroom window. He was sleeping under my gazebo because one of the cushions from my chair was moved to my couch where he was utilizing his pillow. And I think he fell in my pond because things were all disturbed in my pond. It was bordering my area where my gazebo is. The police told me not to worry. He was drunk. He came from the speed line. I'm going to worry. My 15-year-old son didn't stay there the last 2 nights. Would you want to stay there? Would you want your kid there? This man he violated me. He was in my backyard. I have been addressing this issue since June. I've left messages for you. I've left 3 messages for the chief of police. I called the DPW. I'm not asking you guys to do anything above and beyond. I'm asking for my natural vegetation border back. I'm asking for my privacy back. I'm asking for my safety and security back. Because I'm telling you, I know that that's the way he entered. If you're facing my home, you go to go up my driveway, a motion light's gonna hit you. You're brave enough to keep going, you're bold enough, another motion light's gonna get you. You go behind my house, a motion light. If you're facing my front door and you go to the left to enter that way, the motion light's gonna move too. It only makes sense that that man entered right out of that public access. As soon as you walk in, the difference between before and after is so drastic. I have provided photos, and if you guys see them, I'm telling you, you're going to be like, there's no way it's the same area. They dug a ditch and they dumped rocks in it. It's for rain runoff. And the man from the DPW told me that if he had it his way, it would be solely for that use. And I agree with him. Yes, I think it's nice to have a bench and a trash can down there. Nobody goes down there for anything good. Every once in a while, you'll see someone with their dog turn around and walk back. Other than that, people are going down there to drink, to do drugs, and ask me help, so I'm cleaning it up. They're on my front lawn. I almost had a man urinate on my front lawn 2 months ago. I'm not welcoming it. I'm not. And I just want my safety back.
All right,
Can I reach my 5-minute time limit, because I'm not finished?
Okay, well, I did get your message yesterday, and I just want everybody to know that we did dispatch the engineers. They called you, supposed to be meeting with you.
They haven't contacted me with a date or a time on communication, but I've provided photographs and emails and
Right.
details. Yep.
Right, well.
But I wanted to make sure this was on the record this evening. I wanted to make sure your council members also knew what was going on, and anyone in the public. I would like to let everybody know. The state also,
To be honest with
is
you.
my 5 minutes up?
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Also, I would like to say, if it was used for like a rain runoff, my property's eroding now because they dug up against my trees, the roots are exposed, so now my property is just piled up with dirt and sinking in. So I am looking forward to hearing from the engineer, and I'm looking forward to having this resolved, having my property back to the way it was, and looking back to having my peace.
Are you done?
I'm finished, go ahead.
I just want to let you know that my backyard was raided too. I have a 6-foot fence around my whole entire yard.
I'm
I
sorry.
went in my backyard, They took all my tools out of my shed,
Okay.
and they took it and then left. Yes, I know what it's like to be violated like that. You don't feel safe. I have locks on every single one of my gates and everything.
Did you want to
I am making
come
sure-
over here and speak, sir?
No, it's my turn. I am making sure that engineer, and when he called me and asked me about it, because I never got any of your phone calls. Because if I get your phone call, they'll tell you I call every single person back, whether I like them or I don't like them. But I called everybody back, and I didn't get one of yours. But when he told me about this, I told him, gave him permission to reach out to the engineer, to have him come and meet with you, to see and determine what the situation is out there. They're the ones that will tell us what we can do and what we can't do.
And I appreciate that, and I appreciate Mr. Capozzi was very prompt in getting the engineer involved and speaking with me again. I came here tonight because I want to make sure that everybody knows that this has been happening since the middle of June, and I have expressed a safety concern back then. And now I can deal with the pettiness of people coming in and out, the kids throwing the rocks. When I came in here this evening where you guys have the rocks by the front door, they're the same rocks. You guys have a sign in front of your building that says something about rocks and safety and keep off them. They're the same rocks, except mine go all the way down in the ditch. So if you have signs saying to people to be careful and they're the same rocks, how come I don't have them in the public access? Someone's going to get hurt now because they don't maintain it. So now you have leaves falling on top of it. So if somebody does go into my yard and walking through, most likely they're gonna break that. So it's also a liability issue on the borough side because the DPW can't possibly keep up on maintaining that. I mean, there's a lot of trees and it's gonna go up with leaves a lot. That's another burden to our DPW.
Thank you. Well, he'll be reaching out to you.
Okay, great, thank you. Thank you for listening, guys, have a good night.
Anyone else in the public wishing to speak? Did you sign in, Matt?
I did.
Okay, thank you.
John McGill, 30 Columbia Avenue. I'd like to start off by wishing you all a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. My favorite house, 405. It appears that everybody has left and abandoned the house. So now it appears to be vacant and no electricity. So I'm concerned for the security of the house. Because with no one in there who knows who's going in and out of there, and can the person that bought the house for the tax lien be made to clean up the property?
Well, the lien isn't final yet. It's not final yet. I did some research in my office on the property, and it's in the beginning stages, but it hasn't been fully foreclosed on yet. There hasn't been a final dispendence filed on the property yet. So I've been tracking it every week in my office.
So to answer your question, there's nothing that I'm aware of that we can do to make them clean that up because they don't own it yet. It's still entitled to the prior owners. I understand what you're saying. We should let the chief know this is the law.
Yeah, we'll let the chief know that this is going on, and I'll also send somebody from code enforcement to go check the house and make sure that there's no pipes broken or anything else like that.
I mean, with no electricity, there will be.
Well, I'll send, we'll give, don't take care of that tomorrow.
I mean, if need be, I will go and clean up the trash, but I will need some cooperation from the borough for making sure the stuff gets picked up. But this is going on way too long, something needs to be done.
Well, if you do, just let me know and I'll make sure Public Works picks it up.
Thank you.
Anyone else from the public wishing to speak? We'll see none, close the meeting to the public and entertain a motion for adjournment.
So,
And a second?
Second.
All in favor? Motion carries. Thank you, everyone.